McCravy. I call you McCravy, but
Yeah.
so yeah, thank you for coming on DAE TV and just giving us a little insight on your path. A couple of topics we want to talk about, but first, talk about your recruiting history and tell a little things about being from Dorman and how things transpired for you.
Recruiting back in my day in high school was a little different from what it is right now. So the process, the path, and the kind of interaction you have with college coaches has really changed. Social media has really kind of like changed this game, and I felt like coaches back there had to do more of their homework. They had to go physically see the kid and build that relationship. Now it's just a YouTube channel, Instagram, mixtape away from them seeing what type of kids that they might want to try to attack. So,
and it's catch-22 of that though, because think about it. If we had that back in the days, I mean, I'm satisfied with the CFC, but at the same time, if we had that type of platform, we probably could have been seen a little bit more too. Or do you think that would have been helpful for us?
I think it can benefit as well, but I think mostly a lot of coaches look for physical attributes.
Right.
And if we was 3 inches taller, I feel like none of us would have ever went to college at Charleston.
You're right.
Because we had big time games. We competed, we made each other better, but it was like the physical things that was not up to the expectation that caused us to get the fair shake us as some other teams. And
I agree.
We made them pay for it.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, we talk about, I talked to Shake, Carl Thomas a lot, and we always talk about those days, and it seemed like it was yesterday, just being able to do those special things with special people, and we had a great coaching staff to help us out to do it. So, those stories would never die.
Definitely. I mean, the things that I miss the most is the camaraderie that we had. We was a band of brothers, and we made each other better every day in practice. Not only in games that we performed, our best games were in practice.
You're right.
And that was the fun part of having to one up on your best friends, your brothers.
You're right.
At lunchtime or at dinner, and then them having to one up on you, and you trying to find a way to mentally get them back.
Right.
and compete. So those were the best times.
Right. So I mean, talking about that, we can we can segue right into the next topic, and why CFC? Why the College of Charleston? When you came here, what made you be like that's where I wanted to be?
Well, I felt like I know we both were looking at Carolina, but they took BJ Mackin. Love BJ to death. Still talk to him.
And I was going to Clemson. They take Terrell McIntyre.
Yeah. So we thought we wanted to make them pay, and I wanted to stay in the state, stay at home. And CFC had a lot of good momentum going right then and there. They was coming off the NCAA tournament.
Wake Forest.
Yes, and then it was an opportunity for us to slide in there, where we can see what we can do on the same stage and build that brand for the state of South Carolina.
What a year. We are now 28-2 and have the longest win streak in the nation, 22 games, and are going to the big dance. I think this was your mission, especially the seniors. It was the mission of this team to be NCAA bound, and you came through all kinds of pressures and X amount of adversity in all kinds of ball games, but you guys are true winners, and you're just tremendous. You've done so much for this school, this program, this coaching staff, the student body, and we really appreciate you, and I thank you.
Yeah, I took it as a challenge. They shut down school that day when Busby and them was playing against Randolph Childress and Tim Duncan, and so when they won that game, I was like, man, that's where I want to be. I want to represent my area, represent Charleston to the best of our ability. And Coach Kress came in with 6 or 7 freshmen that year with Carlos Brown, Cedric Weber, Shane McCravy, Jamel President,
and Julius Bankston.
Who else? Dorico was already there.
Dorico was already there. He was red-shirted, so he was already there. So
right.
Absolutely.
So
right.
I think it was just 5. It was just 5. But yeah, that was great times, and I wouldn't trade that for the world.
Right. Definitely, you definitely won't change the trader experience because we accomplished a lot of great things.
DAE TV, find out live.